Well, a good Wednesday to everybody here watching this video. Here it is, April 22nd, 2020. Woke up to a bunch of snow this morning. Started yesterday, evening time, and we got about 3 inches of snow. Almost through April and still snowing. Life in Maine. Anyways, today I want to share 3 channels that I've been watching that have kind of inspired me. One of the things that I've been wanting to do is just kind of put a spotlight on some of the younger, smaller channels. I think that's important. I know with my channel I made some big strides way back when somebody mentioned my channel. So that's what I'm going to do, kind of pay it forward. So we want to thank you for joining us. The first channel that I want to mention is Babbit Farm. Now, this is a small channel. They've got 73 subscribers. And let me read the description for you. Welcome, everyone. My name is Christian Babbit. I am from Western New York. I know New York got snow yesterday. I am creating this YouTube channel to share my family's way of organic farming. I like that. Videos will be about organic gardens, beef cattle, making hay, small square bales and round bales. Also improvement we want to do on the farm. So please come along on our journey. Subscribe, and thank you, everyone. In fact, I think it was yesterday that he put a video on, and I really wanted to see that. Yesterday he did one planting in a new raised bed, building raised beds. You know, this is something that a lot of the smaller homestead gardeners, you know, they might not have a lot of property, you know, to put a main garden in. You know, here I'm on about a 3/4 acre lot, and I've got a roughly 30 by 35 garden. Although I've got a 10 by 34 foot covered on top, which will be a greenhouse. I lost a lot of my garden, but because I'm going to be able to grow inside, once I get that done, that will help. But I also have some raised beds. So anyways, anybody looking for ways of adding a raised bed so you can grow, you know, whether it's plants or garden plants or flowers, if that's what you want to do, herbs. And something that I kind of want to do on this channel too. Now I watched this one, putting up fence for some of the future goats. This channel, this is an old farm, and I don't know the whole story behind the farm, if it's a family-run farm and they had sold out the dairy herd. I know the silos in the background. But anyways, these are young men that have been working on this. But one particular one, he does all the work. And I see a lot of the other ones that are standing around, so I don't know what's going on there. But check his channel out, and I will leave a link to his channel down below. Now, the other one is McCaskill Farmstead. There we go. First day with a new mouth. I can't even talk. We are a Christian family moving from a neighborhood in our hometown to our new property in a new town to start a farm. I think there's a lot of people that are doing that right now, and especially after this whole virus thing. You know, a lot of the bigger channels that I follow, I know they're moving from where they are, a lot of them right out of the city, and moving to places where they can get acreage and do their own thing. And I think that's great. You know, if you can do that. Duck hunting led me to getting this property. Then my wife and God shifted my path from hunting land to building a farm and better life for my family. Follow us as we build our farm. And again, I think that's awesome. People being more sufficient. This is one that was added a couple days ago, and I haven't watched this one. Snake in the Brooder. One on a hike. I'm not real fond of snakes. They scare me. I mean, I'm not really afraid. Up here in Maine, we don't have poisonous snakes, but they startle me. You know, there's times that I'll have one that's in my compost bin. And they'll come out of that and go in the chicken yard, and the chickens will all surround it. And one of the videos that he did, prepping the garden for Good Friday planting, that was interesting. And watching the kids being involved. He's got young children. Watching them being involved, that was awesome. I thoroughly encourage all families to get their youngsters. You know, maybe it's grown-ups that have grandchildren. Maybe your children have all gone, and if you can spend that time with your grandchildren, teaching them, you know, how to grow a garden and take care of a garden. Maybe give them some chores, feeding the chickens or goats or sheep or rabbits if you have them. Just give them a small thing to start with. And I know that's how my mom and dad started with me, you know, working in the garden. It wasn't my favorite thing to do, but, you know, I learned a lot of things back then, and I can use them for today. If they hadn't taken that time, chances are I wouldn't be involved in gardening. And the other channel, and I hope I pronounce your name right, brother, Jules Gardening. Now, this is a channel that I see involved in a lot of other people's videos. He comments a lot on other people's videos. He has quite a few videos out. He's got 127 subscribers. So let me read the description on this one. And again, all of these I'm going to leave a link down in the bottom. Small space gardening tips. You know, for those that are just starting a garden, you know, that should be very encouraging. You know, even those who are seasoned gardeners, it's always great to learn new tips, right? You know, maybe somebody's doing something that you've never heard of or thought of. You know, it might help you out. Small space gardening tips. We garden in-ground, only 240 square feet, but make the most of it with 2 cool season gardens. A summer garden and a continuous herb garden. You know, to me, that's interesting. You know, we have a very short season, growing season here in Maine. And again, I'm in a small area, so, you know, this could be encouraging for me. We grow the typical suspects and are located in 7B in North Carolina. We primarily provide tips for small space gardeners, but also include garden tours. And then along with fresh from the garden recipes, there you go. Tools, reviews, and the occasional shout out for the fellow gardeners. And I know just recently I watched one of the shout outs that he did. And, you know, I think that's great. You know, us helping each other out. So important. So important. And I know I've been reading some of the comments and watching some of the videos on things that have been happening within the YouTube community. Not seeing responses on different videos. I've witnessed that. You know, ones that I've rang the bell for, I don't always get alerted for that. I watch my subscription list go up and down. I mean, at one point last year, it dropped 100 subscribers. What is going on here? But anyways, I'm not in this for the money, so I'm not all about that. I just want to help people out. So I'm going to make this short. I would ask you to please check these channels out. If you haven't subscribed and you like what they're sharing, show them a little bit of love. I know for the channels who have been helping me out, and there's many of you. You guys have mentioned my channel often. You've led other channels over to my channel. I want to thank you so much. I try to make comments to people that are helping me or helping other people out. I think it's so important. So, I want to thank you for taking the time. Check these channels out. Also, my wife and I have a ministry channel. If you're home and you want to go to a church, you can't find a church, check out the J&L Ministries channel. If you like that channel too, subscribe, ring that bell, and leave a note in the bottom. So again, thank you so much. Hope this has helped. Hope you find a new friend here on YouTube. We love you, and God bless you.